What's up Saab fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be installing this Hirsch style diffuser that I bought from eBay, and yeah, we will be installing this and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So to begin with, I have this tow hook that needs to be removed because I don't want to cut into the diffuser and I don't like how this looks. It just looks awful. So the first thing we are going to do, we have to pull the bumper off, and to do that there's only to loose, I think it's 3 8mm bolts, one up here, one down here and one underneath. Then it's just to pull it out, and then there should be like some sort of clip in here and one down here, and we should be good to go just to pull it out. And then we can see where to cut into the old diffuser and remove these reflexes and disassemble the tow hook, because we won't be needing that anymore. Almost forgot to tell you, but there's two 10mm nuts that's sitting down here, one on each side down below. Then it's just to remove it. So the bumper is off and the tow hook just sits with these 15mm bolts. On my tow hook, this is, I don't think this is an, or maybe it is, yes it probably is an original tow hook. So. But anyways, 15mm, one here, one over here, then two on the underside and two here. So we will just take them off and cut the wires. So what I have done now is marked up where we need to cut into the bumper. We need to make small slots here for these little tabs that sits all the way here. As you can see, they are bent down a little bit, so they like hook into the bumper. And we're also going to, this part right here needs to be left, but we are going to cut like right underneath here, enough so we get this part right here to rest on the original like reflex pad here. So we probably will have to cut something like this. So it's better to measure and cut a little bit and see if it fits than to just go bananas and cut everything. But I think I got a pretty good hold on this. So we will just start to cut. So this probably ain't the best tool to cut into plastic, but it's my weapon of choice. What you could expect with cheap eBay stuff is that you have to modify quite a lot to make it fit. You can see in here I had to grind away some material to make it fit correctly, like a couple of millimeters or so, half a centimeter maybe. And I cut these slots. They are like probably 2 millimeters high, because the glass fiber isn't that thick. It's like 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2, so I think it will fit really snug in here. And the same at this side, because I don't have seen anyone shown actually what problems they ran into when they are going to install these cheap eBay parts. So I think it's very necessary to show everything, so when the next person is doing the same thing, you know what you can run into kind of problems. So you can do this with the bumper still on the car. Actually I think it's a little bit easier, because then everything will lay still and it's easier to press on and so on. And actually with the diffuser on, you won't be able to reach to these bolts down here, or the 10mm nuts that should be there. So I think I'm going to reinstall the bumper now, since it's already prepped for everything, and then we will mount it directly onto the car. I don't know if I'm stupid or not, but I can't really get it to fit, because in one end if I press it just snaps out, and I think the problem is, you see the curvature on this one, and then you look at this one, it has more like an angle to it. So I think we have to cut and like remove the sharp edge here, because then it will sit with a few rivets underneath, so it will attach here, here and here, and also here. So I don't think it will come off or something like that. But so now I have grinded off some material down here, but it's still attached, and I cut a little steep angles here. Let's see if it made any difference. I think I will have to attach one end and then press it up and then attach the other end, because when I push in on that end it just pops out here. So, and the fitment isn't great here either, because you see down here is the original rivet spot where it should sit, and if I press in at max it still won't reach that hole, so I have to drill a new one. Not the biggest deal in the world, but so you have to shoot me if I'm not right, but I think I will go with the cut here so I get a better fitment, because when I push this in, the lower part of the diffuser was like this, and I don't think the glass fiber is quite stiff, so you can't bend it. You can only bend it that much, so I think I will cut this so I get the proper fitment down here, and then I put the rivets down here so it will hold everything together. Then I might be doing some glue over here as well, so it just sticks, and then the rivets will keep it in place, and when the glue cures it will sit where it sits. So I think I will go with my plan. Maybe it's not correct, but that's the way I'm going to do it. This is probably the best fitment I could get. It still needs to come in a little bit here, and the same goes here, but that's just the stiffness of the glass fiber, because here it sits flush all the way. So what I'm trying to do here is probably just press it in really good and put an extra rivet in here. The original spot is here. So all the rivets are in. This is actually an extra one that I put in to get a little bit of better fitment. It only sits with this one right here, and then it's 4 underneath. That's keeping it in place, and the same goes here. And I did get quite good fitment overall, but it doesn't sit really flush out here, but it's not that big of a deal. So next time we will get rid of this huge muffler and build our own 2.5 inch. Like, it won't be a cat back, it actually will be an axle back. So I will split it into 2 pieces and then add some nice tailpipes. I will show you. These are the actual tailpipes I'm going to use. So I think they will fill out quite nice. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment if you like, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one when we will be building the exhaust. Bye!